From the Heart of the Word. Reflections by Father Joseph Mary, SCTJM, on the daily readings from the Holy Mass. Friday of the 19th week of Ordinary Time. The Holy Union of Marriage.
God bless you, dear family. Today in the Heart of the Word, Jesus enters the district of Judea across the Jordan. Great crowds follow him, and he teaches them. Some Pharisees approach him and ask, "Is it lawful for a husband to divorce his wife?" Jesus knew that they were testing him and asked, "What did Moses command you?" The Pharisees replied, "Moses permitted a husband to write a bill of divorce and dismiss her." But Jesus told them, "Because of the hardness of your hearts, he wrote you this commandment." And then Jesus gives the key reply to every question we may ever have about marriage and family. As we look at the state of our society and how marriage is constantly attacked, even attempted to be redefined, where will we begin to offer a response to a culture that is so deeply wounded? In these next verses, in these words, Jesus offers the response, and it is timeless and it is powerful for every generation, especially for our own. Jesus says this, "From the beginning of creation, God made them male and female. And for this reason, a man shall leave his father and mother, be joined to his wife, and the two shall become one flesh. So they are no longer two, but one flesh. Therefore, what God has joined together, no human being must separate." In this concise response, Jesus makes four fundamental points. First, he begins in the beginning. Our conversations about marriage, sexuality, and human love in the divine plan cannot begin on the terms with which the culture presents the question. The response of the church must begin with the original intention of God. Therefore, we must return to the beginning. Then, Jesus draws from Genesis chapter 1, verse 27, and Genesis chapter 2, verse 24. And this is the second point, that God created them male and female. My brothers and sisters, our identity as men and women, masculinity and femininity, reflects the original and unchanging intention of God. Man and woman are created in the image and likeness of God, and their communion as persons reflects the divine, eternal communion of love. Amid all the confusion, wounds, and ideologies, this fundamental truth cannot be erased. Our hearts may be hardened to resist it, but we cannot change it. Jesus tells us elsewhere, we will know the truth, and only the truth will make us free. Third, for this reason, a man shall leave his father and mother and be joined to his wife. The complementarity of male and female is ordered to their common union, their mutual well-being, to share the project of life together, establishing a stable home enriched by a mutual culture of love, the crowning joy of which is the gift of children. And fourth, what God has joined together, let no one separate. God is the one who joins man and woman together in the holy union of marriage. And upon this truth, Jesus will elevate the natural communion of husband and wife to the order of a sacrament, which is indissoluble. The church and society have no more important effort than to help marriage remain a stable, lifelong union between one man and one woman for their mutual help and for the raising and upbringing of children. Family, which is the fundamental cell of society. As St. John Paul II would write, the future of the church and of the world passes through the family, and marriage is the rock on which the family and civilization are built. Let us listen to these words of Mother Adela. We are called to work arduously to construct the culture of life. This new culture will be the fruit of new hearts, of new families, of new nations, and of a church that is renewed in love and in the truth. All for the heart of Jesus, through the heart of Mary.